Good morning, students. Let's start today's session. Let's start with content page. So this is the content page. First chapter is revision, second chapter is Roman numerals, third is large number. You all can see that these are the content which we have to study in this session. Okay, so we will start today with second chapter, that is Roman numerals. Okay, let us revise and understand more about Roman numerals. We know that the ancient Roman used letters to write numbers. Even today, the building date on monuments and public buildings is marked in Roman numerals. And we also use Roman numerals in clocks and to label classroom. So, as you all can see, these are the symbols which Romans used for writing the numbers. Romans use letters for writing the numbers. Okay, the letters are 1, V, X, L, C, D and M. So the symbol I represent 1, V 5, X 10, L 50, C 100, D 500 and 1000. So these are the basic symbols which Roman use for writing the numbers. Okay, but they use certain rule also for writing the numbers. Let's go through that rules. Okay, so there are 4 rules for writing the Roman numerals. First is rule of repetition, rule of addition, rule of subtraction, and fourth rule is very important. Later on I will explain that rule. Okay, let's see first rule. Rule of repetition. When certain Roman numerals are repeated, the numbers represented by them is their sum. Let's understand this with an example. Now let's take x. Value of x is what? 10. Suppose x is repeated twice. So what will be the value of this x? You know this x value is 10. This x value is 10. If any Roman numerals is repeated, simply write their value and find out its total. So the value for this Roman numeral will be what? 20. Okay, let's take one more example. Suppose x is repeated thrice. This x value is 10, this x value is 10, this x value is 10. Simply add all the value together and it will be what? 30. So 30 is the value for triple x. Okay, I hope the rule of repetition is clear to everybody. Let's see some more example. Let's take I. You all know value of I is what? 1. Value of I is what? 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Value of I will be 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to what? 3. Value of I. Can you all tell children what will be the value of these 4 i's? If you are thinking its value will be 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 4. I know many of you know that this will be what? So think of it, students, is it correct or not? See, this is correct, this is one is also correct, this is also correct, but if you are repeating I 4 times, it will be wrong. Why it is wrong? According to the repetition rule, if any Roman numerals are repeated, we have to add all the symbols value all together for finding the total value. But why writing 4i is wrong? Because there is some note with the rule of repetition. That note is Roman numerals can be repeated only 3 times. It can be repeated 3 times only. Let's go through that notes. See, Roman numerals can be repeated 3 times at maximum. Okay, as you can see, Roman numerals can be repeated 3 times at maximum. While writing the repetition rule and repetition Roman numbers, kindly keep this note in your mind. Now some more note is there, one more note is there, that some Roman numerals are there which can never be repeated, and that Roman numerals are V, L and D. The value of V is 5, value of L is 50 and the value of D is 500. Suppose you want to write 10, you cannot write 10 like V and V. For writing 10, there is certain Roman symbol which is X. Okay, and we cannot repeat V. Okay, so hope rule of repetition is clear to everybody. Let's go through second rule. Okay, rule of addition. If a symbol of smaller value is written to the right of symbol of higher value, we add the smaller value to the greater value. According to rule of addition, if see, let's understand this rule with an example. So, if the letter V and I is written together, so for finding out its value, what you have to see, you have to first see that you have to first find out the greater value and which value, which symbol is coming after the greater value. If the smaller value is coming just after the greater value, then both the value will be added for finding given symbol's value. I am repeating. If the greater symbol is given and just right side of greater symbol, smaller symbol is there, simply add both symbols value for finding out the total. I hope the rule of repetition is clear to everybody. Let me take one more example. If greater value is given and just right side of greater value, smaller value is written, then for finding both digit value, for finding that symbol's total, simply add the value. This is the rule of addition. Hope rule number 1 and rule 2 for writing the Roman number is clear to everybody. For rule 3 and 4, kindly go through the next video. Thank you students. Bye bye.